And we are in KingSpillah here in the red on the bottom right corner. I don't know how to flip these. Again, I will learn the AOE4 hotkeys before next week, I promise.
We're glad to be your guinea pigs.
French and red on the bottom right. And top left, ShetheDistance, teal, light blue, cyan, the Roos. Now, you want to let me know, like, what's your thought process picking the Roos here? Do you just think it was interesting at the last second, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I honestly don't have more to expand on that. I was kind of like, I mean, the last game was a wash, and honestly, I was kind of frantically scanning through. I did talk with this guy here about civilizations that I found interesting, but again, they were all 3-star, 2-star civilizations. So I just kind of picked one at random
Okay.
for this, which honestly, I mean,
Did you just go random, or did you pick it?
no, I picked it, but I didn't, like,
Okay.
yeah.
Fair enough. Roos are a very strong choice, honestly, in this map. Like David is saying in the chat, if you get walls down here, French are in trouble, because this is kind of the Age of Empires 4 version of what's the H2 one with the walls that you spawn behind? Oh, that one. Anyways.
Yeah, I would have loved to have built palisades, and you won't be able to see this, but I actually tried to put a couple down at some point. But I really struggled with wood in this game. I really struggled to have wood. So
Okay.
I didn't
Quick
have
tip on the wood, just for the future, you know, like I'm doing. The Roos actually get a bonus if you build a wooden fortress, which is their watchtower, next to the lumber camp. Then everything that gets dropped off at the lumber camp is worth more. We have on the red side, let me switch this over to villager production. It should really be this by default, villagers per resource, but at least to start with. We got 3 on gold for KingSpillah. Isn't that usually 4 to start? I don't know like what the optimized build order for French is. Kind of similar to you here, I think. ShetheDistance. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of sheep. I tend to pick you know the civs that I find interesting, which French, you know, it's good. Good to see it played. Not for me. 3 on gold, 7 on food, and 5 on wood. Okay. That could be some early military production buildings, maybe. And we're going to stone. I guess maybe it's just the 2 TC play. Farms this early also just, I know I told you this before, but don't make too much sense either.
Yeah. Again, I'm not a huge fan of like relying on the resources that end, I guess.
Yeah.
Like deer run out, sheep run out, bushes eventually run out, and I know
farms are forever.
Farms are forever. I know that they take time to run out, so logically, I probably should have been focusing more on gathering from the bushes and hunting the deer that are on both of these hills.
Yeah, you could absolutely just drop a mill right here and right on the deer, and then just build farms on it after the deer are all dead.
Just keep watching. I'll figure that out.
Okay. That's what I like to see. We got School of Cav for KingSpillah coming down right next to the gold mine. Pretty much the standard French play here. Only 3 on that though. I feel like usually you just go 4 to 4, but you know, who am I to criticize? I haven't played French once in this game.
Thank you. As an English player, I support farm supremacy. So I'm not the only one who likes
farm supremacy in the chat. I gotta get an emote for that. David is making a prediction of the exact play that KingSpillah is going to make here. As we all know, KingSpillah coming from the school of David. We'll see how accurate that's going to be.
to expand on that for me.
Well, he just, you know, he's David, help me learn how to play French.
All right.
That's
I
pretty
don't know
much the
David,
whole thing.
so there we go.
Oh yeah, okay, so hop over to the bracket. By the way, Arduous Vape, this isn't going to be spoilers. The bracket has not been updated. I'll update it by the end of the stream, probably during like the last break or whatever. David M1A2 is our second seed in this tournament. So very strong player overall. Very good with the French. We got a forward villager for KingSpillah. This might just be a proxy stable in the back corner. We'll see what happens with that. And he has now hit age 2 with the School of Cavalry. And do we see any knights coming out for that yet? We don't have enough food for that, but we do have enough stone pretty efficiently too, with only 46 left over. Actually, we're still sending more villagers to stone, so there may be more plans for that in the future as well, but we have enough stone for the second town center. I think it's definitely the right move in this game to go for 2TC even as French. 2TC has recently been nerfed, I guess, with town centers now costing 350 stone and taking longer to build. Used to be 300 stone up till the season 3 patch. But definitely still worth it in this matchup just because of the situation with the enemy experience level. Not too bad here. Again, the wooden fortress on the wood would be one good thing to do. And also having this many sheep while farming is making my eyes bleed a little bit, but it is it is what it is.
I have more than one villager butchering them.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And that's one of the downsides of going into a civilization of lions. I straight up did not know the wooden portraits thing. So
it happens.
that would have been really helpful because I was really struggling with wood.
Hey, maybe you'll become top tier by the 2v2v2v2. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
This town center on the deer, by the way, I love that. That's such a good spot for that TC. 2 also lumber camps adjacent, I guess. Interesting choice. I want to know what chat thinks about that. Why do you think he did that? Why do you think he did it that way? I'm curious. We're moving out to the mill now. These sheep are also, you know, gonna run out eventually. Probably wants to get wheelbarrow on that. And we have a scout. Probably gonna lose to the villager in a 1v1 straight up fight. Even a Dark Age villager to a Field Age scout. I think it's close. The scout does have regen. I'm not sure what the tech difference is there. Still, nobody researching any technologies whatsoever. We're at 8 minutes into the game, I guess. That's not too late. And yeah, walls here for Teal, just to stall out as much as humanly possible, would definitely be a good play. One villager moving down to build the Kremlin in the front could help if that's the only way that Red chooses to attack from. The Kremlin generally viewed as not very good and don't ever pick it for the community. But hey, you know, this is not a commentary on your choices. I know.
I know. It's fun to hear from someone who actually knows the territory a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I watched a lot of
I saw
Ossicongo.
like major defensive building with like arrow slits and stuff, and I was like, okay, let me put up this as some kind of line of defense.
Yeah. Now Spearmen here, getting these out preemptively before you even see any military is a good choice. We have one knight who has been upgraded, I think. I think that's what the 2 dots means. Where's that fellow at? Where is he? Is he over here? I guess I could press comma to find him. He's standing in this like random secret spot.
Yeah, the villagers in AOE4 feel a lot more vocal than the ones in 2.
A lot more what? Frugal?
Vocal.
Vocal. Yeah, they have a lot more like little voice lines. They're very proud of their like era accurate voice lines for all the civs. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure the people would yell quite that much when you're.
I mean, yeah, you play the Abbasid. You know how much yelling they can do. Yeah.
But.
But We got this proxy. H4, by the way, for those of us who are not so familiar with the game, one thing that differentiates it a lot that they put a lot of, I think, emphasis on is these stealth forests. You can see there's kind of like a reddish, like leafy, secret, taller grass area here with a couple of trees scattered around. First is like one of these big forests. You can obviously walk through these, but also you can't see through them unless you have a watchtower or a scout. Are the only units that can really see through these, or maybe castles. So very, very strategically useful. That's why KingSpillah over here is putting stable in a stealth forest. Even if you walk past this with a villager, you're probably not going to see it. Forest in this case might be a little small to hide that, but that's also why he's hiding. He's over here in this stealth forest. Honestly, I think at this point he could definitely just move in. Okay, I'm done ranting. You can say your two cents.
No, it's fine. I'm listening. I'm a big fan of stealth and stealth games, which is not a huge thing in RTS, but I did see a few when I was looking at the civilizations. I saw a few perks that were related to stealth and stealth forests, and they caught my interest, but I didn't really know what they meant, so that was cool.
Yeah, the Malians in particular recently released with, again, the Season 3 anniversary update, have a big focus on stealth with their Musafati warriors. They can be in stealth mode, and they have a landmark that can put people in stealth nearby. It doesn't often get used, but I'd love to see it get figured out in the meta. Now, these knights running straight into the spears feels bad, but there are more knights than spears, and he is just going straight under the TC, which I think is a little bit of like, not inexperience, but like a lack of practice here. Recent practice. You really want to be hitting like the wood or the gold. But again, we got 55 vills to 26, so whatever you do here, I'm just criticizing it for the sake of it. You're not going to cost you the game on that. The spears chasing down these knights is a good play. They are just forcing them to keep running around. Yeah, but also Teal, Rhea, just selecting all these fellas, selecting all these guys and hitting G on them, they'll automatically garrison the nearest structure. And then you select the structure, hit D, they'll automatically ungarrison. The garrisoning in H4 feels a lot more fluid than H2, so it's definitely worth doing. Now these guys are just all going to get picked off, unfortunately. Oh, maybe not. He decided to run down the circuit here, and we're back. No, I have 71 followers now, Bomber Bear. Refresh your page. This stream is popping off. Thank you for the bits, by the way. I don't know if I said anything about that, Bomber Bear. Thank you for splashing that around. Love to see it.
For sure.
Yeah, you could also hit G twice, and it's kind of the shortcut to end the game.
Which I did not do. This is, yeah. You can just see me slowly.
Yep. I mean, this is the power at low levels of knight pressure. I think KingSpillah could have ended this game or made a big difference much earlier with the first 2 knights that he got out. But just moving in with only 4 knights even.
He's coming in, he's picking off, he's already picked off my military, and now he's working on my villagers and such, so.
Yeah. Now just going after these buildings with the knights, not quite as effective. You're just getting out this mass, which could very easily deal with the knights actually, as long as they don't get on top of the archers. The archers are going to be a little bit irrelevant here, but 4 fresh spears, 5 fresh spears against some low health knights without the healing bonus research, they're just going to be able to chase them off for now. You really want to just be constantly running around with these, but in the meantime, KingSpillah, we don't have to look back at the economy. we don't have. Oh my gosh, look at that military. We don't have to look back at the reinforcements and rebuild lumber camps and everything. The players, they got to be in every place, everywhere at once. So KingSpillah is moving out on the map with the map control that he's gotten from those knights. You know, Teal not gonna want. Okay, trading, love it. 26 gold in there. Not gonna want to move out because the knights could come at her at any direction. So you're safe as red to just take all the resources on the map. And now these knights are just they're undefeatable.
Yeah. Nice. Gonna start getting down to this pretty low number of villagers. Can't
Arduous. If you have enough channel points, I don't know if you do, you can time people out for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Just for fun. It's one of those perks. But why would you do that? We need the chat. Okay, now these guys go down. Even in equal numbers, spears generally lose to knights. It's when you factor in resources where they make a dent. Equal resources, spears will win pretty easily.
But all hit right there. I don't think this is about what I was like in the last game as well. Just like I don't think I can come back from this, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're at 67 to 15 vills. Maybe, you know, I see sometimes in the games that I watch casually, players will build like another mining camp on the other side just to minimize that walking distance. Just you know, just a little detail. And now we have farms coming out in the middle of the map. This guy is confident. I would like to see this gather point just way further into the base at this point. They're just wasting time sitting over here. But again, KingSpillah with the definite control in this game.
Effective with his little group of knights there. He could definitely bring in the rest of his forces and wipe me out pretty efficiently.
Yeah, 17 minutes and what is that?
Minutes, I'm gonna. There it is.
71 villagers. Like that's solid. So now we're at 9 vills. Let's see if we can find them. Over here on the lumber camp. 4.
Nope. I don't give him the chance. Spoilers.
What else do we got? Oh, it's the traders. We got 1, 2,
Traders.
3.
They're just going on their route. Time.
They don't care. So this Kremlin,
Any watchers? Good to see it.
it's okay. If you had some garrison in here, I think this would be good. Also, if you got the Springald emplacement eventually, but obviously this game hasn't gone that far. We do have wheelbarrow and the first tier of a lot of these upgrades coming through for KingSpillah. Doesn't really need the lumber upgrade. Yeah, specialized pick and horticulture are definitely good choices here. Yeah, you've got everything you need as the French right now. You're happy. Even if this game is closer, you're doing the right things.
He did a really good job. Like, even going against me. Which,
Yeah, absolutely.